fellow movers and shakers. My name is Emily and welcome to your practice at the Movement Clinic. Today we are doing a twisty little flow for side crow. So, and yes, I rhymed on purpose because I'm a nerd like that. You just need yourself and a space to move in, maybe even a mat to move on. Go ahead and stand at the top of your mat in Tadasana. Take a moment to move around on your feet, maybe swiveling the hips around the ankles. Just playing with the weight in the feet and spreading the base of your feet wide. Slowly come to stillness. Softly close the eyes, or at least soften the gaze. And as we move and breathe together today, as always, I invite you to foster a sense of noticing. And very specific to today, I invite you to notice if there are any limiting thoughts that arise. Maybe even further still, peeling back the layers and seeing the source of limiting thoughts. Be it coming from a place of the unknown, feeling challenged, maybe just old stories about can't or incapable. And as always, this noticing has the connotation of non-judgment. I very much invite you to, remove judgment from the noticing. Gaze upon your thoughts as you would listen to a friend telling you a story. With compassion, a gentle smile perhaps, but of course lots of love. And slowly bring your palms to meet at your heart. Bow your head to your hands. In this way we commence our movement practice here. Also bow in honor to ourselves and each other for this space, for this breath, for the movement we're about to share. Release your hands, lift your chin, open your eyes slowly. Start to take in the space around you softly. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Keep your ribs and low belly in. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees generously as we start here, so that fingertips release down to your mat. Walk out the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Maybe slightly raising one heel and the other as you do. Bend your knees generously, lift your gaze, left foot steps back, soften left knee to mat. Left hand down, inhale, right fingertips to sky, nice gentle open twist. Press down through the left hand, reach out through those right fingertips and actively draw belly away from your front thigh. Absorb your ribs and notice this bottom shoulder blade. Press it forward to help you twist as you draw low belly back. And slowly release right hand down. Lift the left knee, step back to plank. And then again here, lower both knees, supported plank to chaturanga. 3 nice big push-ups. Inhale, slowly lower, stretch your heart forward, zip up low belly, curl your sit bones under halfway. Exhale, press up. As you press up, spread shoulder blades wide, lift the upper back between your shoulder blades. Really round here, almost like cat back. Inhale, stretch heart forward, lower halfway, chaturanga. Keep that spaciousness in the armpits. Keep lengthening the sides of the neck forward. Exhale, press away, round that upper back. Last one. Inhale, stretch forward, lower halfway. Exhale, press away. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, down dog. Pedal out those feet. Really press down and away through the palms, especially the L space of the thumb and forefinger. Paying attention here as we move through class and move into some arm balances, possibly where the weight is in your hands. Really, really important to keep it even, and especially rooting down through the inner edge, because our tendency is to roll to the pinky edge side. Gaze forward towards your left thumb as you inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step left foot forward. Soften right knee to mat. Right hand remains down underneath right shoulder. Inhale, left fingertips to sky. Draw your belly back. Inhale, lengthen out through left fingertips. This time, exhale, press right shoulder blade forward through the chest. Watch this, the front tip of the right shoulder. Keep it back and in to the shoulder socket. And slowly release left hand down. Fingertips reach to the front of the mat. Lift back knee, step forward. Fold forward, top of the mat, feet hip width distance. Inhale, find a gentle half lift. Maybe fingertips land lightly on shins as you stretch front to back. Exhale, fold forward. Again, inhale, lift your gaze, bend knees generously, right foot steps back, going opposite. Right knee softly lands, right fingertips down. Inhale, left fingertips high. Let's start to get our abs involved in the twist. Zip up the low belly, curl sit bones under, press right shoulder blade forward. Inhale, stack shoulders on hips by drawing low left belly back. Often, tendency is to lean shoulders forward, draw shoulders back on top of the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press right shoulder blade forward, draw low left belly back. Bring palms to meet at heart center and imagine you could slide that right elbow outside of left knee, but float the twist. So we're holding it with our core. If you're wondering, how do I breathe with lifting my belly away from my thigh? Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. Breathe into the back of your body. And softly land right elbow outside of that left knee. Tuck back toes, press the back heel back and down to lift the back knee. We're in a high lunge now, but with a prayer twist. Inhale, gaze at the mat and unwind, plant your palms, step back to plank. Lower your knees to the mat. Inhale, you guessed it, 3 chaturanga push-ups, lower halfway. Exhale, press away, really focus on pressing and stretching the shoulder blades wide. Notice where the weight is in your hands. Inhale, lengthen heart forward, chaturanga push-up. Exhale, come up, round upper back. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press away. Down dog. Gaze forward towards your right thumb. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step right foot to right thumb. Soften left knee on mat. Come up onto left toes. Right fingertips lengthen up. Draw the low belly back, press left shoulder blade forward. Inhale, float up, stack shoulders on hips. Exhale, press left shoulder blade forward again. Draw low right belly back. Bring palms to meet at heart center and float slide that elbow outside of right knee. Three breaths here. And gently land that elbow outside of the knee. Lift your belly away from your thighs. Tuck back toes. Press the heel back and down to lift the thigh. We're in high lunge. Inhale, gaze down to unwind. Plant your fingertips top of the mat. Fold forward, step forward. Top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Fingertips land wherever they land so the spine can be nice and long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up, look up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find your half lift. Now, fingertips are planted underneath your shoulders and slightly outside of your pinky toes. Bend right knee, press left leg straight. Twist to the left as left fingertips lift up to the sky. Lift your belly away from your thigh. Float your right fingertips and turn your heart to the left a little bit more as though you could spiral it forward and up to the sky. Exhale to release, left fingertips down, bend left knee, press right leg straight. Inhale, right fingertips to sky. Zip up that belly, stabilize those hips, float left fingertips as you really press the left shoulder blade forward and up through the chest to spiral the heart up to the sky a little more. And exhale, fold. Lift your gaze. Exhale, chair pose. Sink your hips back. Sweep the arms forward and up. Bring your palms to meet at heart center. Inhale, lengthen forward through the heart. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow floats outside of right knee. Don't allow the left knee to move forward. Don't take the left hip with you. Keep the hips stable. Now, start to float that left foot up. Flex the foot, squeeze heel to butt, and slowly land your left shin and knee right behind the right heel. We're still in this floating twist. Land your elbow gently outside of right knee. Lift the low belly away from your knee. Spiral the heart to the sky. Stay here or reach left fingertips down, right fingertips to sky. Hug your left shin in, your inner heel in towards the midline. And bring palms to meet at heart center. Gaze down at the front of your mat. With the back toes tucked, start to hover the back knee. Shrimp squat, tap knee to front calf. And step it back. You're in a high twisted lunge. Inhale, unwind, plant palms, step straight back, down dog. Excellent. Inhale, right leg to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to elbow, shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Zip up low belly. Inhale, lengthen back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round, spread the shoulder blades wide. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, twist, pause. Stay or press your right leg straight, land the outer edge of your right foot outside of your left hand. Stay here or push up. Hug left knee in and send it back. Three-legged dog. And release, right foot down, down dog. Same thing, other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, shift forward. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Stay or send the leg long to the right outside of right pinky fingers where the left foot lands. Stay or push up. My wall's in the way, so I'll bend the knee again. Inhale, three-legged dog. Gaze forward. Exhale, step left foot forward. Soften left knee to mat, right fingers plant. Inhale, left fingertips up to the sky. Draw your belly in. Inhale, stack shoulders on hips. Stay here in low lunge or press the back heel back and down to lift up to high lunge. Bring palms to meet at heart center. Slide right elbow outside of left knee. Gaze down. We're gonna softly squeeze our right knee into a shrimp squat. We're working in reverse. So lean forward, press down into that left foot. Inhale. Exhale, shrimp squat. Squeeze right knee to left calf. And then land right knee and shin just behind your left ankle and heel. Zip up your low belly. Reach fingertips down outside of left heel, right fingertips down, left fingertips high rather. Bring your palms to meet at heart center. Float your twist. Zip up your low belly, float right elbow off of left knee. Tuck back toes, lift back knee. We step forward to chair, floating twisted chair. Inhale, unwind to chair. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Wow, wow, wow. Toe heel your feet about as wide as your sticky mat. Malasana squat. Bend your knees, sink hips towards heels. So if you still feel that you need to open up your hips a little bit more, by all means, stay here in an active Malasana squat. So hugging your knees onto your upper arms, pressing your arms out into your knees, lengthening heart forward and up as you spread shoulder blades wide. So a lot of different actions happening here to sort of prepare your upper body for the position that we ideally want it to take when we are in our side crow. Or for right now, crow, if you would like to go there. Plant your palms. Make sure that you pay attention where the weight is in your hands. Hug your forearms in towards the midline. Root down through the L space of the thumb and forefinger. Come up onto tippy toes. Slide those hands back so that your upper arms hug into your shins. Wrap knees and hug knees in to the outer armpits. Send your weight forward. Float the weight forward. Squeeze heels to butt and hug inner toes towards one another, or big toes rather. And slowly release. Feet hip width distance, standing at the top of the mat. Chair pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms to heart center. We twist back to the left again. Floating twist. Right knee stays in line with left. Inhale, float right foot. Slowly land the knee and shin behind the left heel rather. Land right elbow, fly the arms. Right fingertips down, left fingertips high. Bring your palms to meet at heart center. Gaze down at the mat, tuck back toes, hover back knee, shrimp squat, tap right knee to left calf, and then step it back, twisted high lunge. Fly the arms and stack shoulders on hips, stand on up. Sweep back arm forward and up, high lunge. Ooh. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, down dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank pose. So here, option is to lower knees again, or 3 push-ups without the knees. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press up. Keep stretching your heart forward, and then press and spread shoulder blades wide. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it up. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it up. Shift hips up and back. Down dog. Gaze forward. Inhale, right heel to sky. Exhale, step right foot to right thumb. Inhale, right arm high. You can lower your left knee if you would like here. As you float and stack shoulders on hips, or you can stay in your high lunge the whole time. Transition back and forth as you need. Excellent. Bring your palms to meet at heart center. Slide that left elbow outside of right knee. Gaze down at your mat. Shrimp squat, and then land left shin. Inhale. Exhale, press off back foot. Woo! Hug that knee in towards your calf, and then land the knee and shin behind right heel. Fly the arms. Left fingertips reach down, right fingertips reach to sky. Bring your palms back through heart center. Gaze forward, you guessed it. We're gonna step forward to chair pose and float our twist. Tuck back knees, float the foot forward, exhale. Float your twist. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, stand up, reach up, and look up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Release your hands by your sides. Gently close your eyes. And take a moment and notice any of those pesky, limiting thoughts. Are they present? Hell, are they even accurate? Can you smile with that friendly compassion and love? Maybe even a little bit of that lighthearted sarcasm that I know I employ with my friends. Like, what are you even saying? Such bullshit. All right, go ahead and float the eyes open. From here, you're gonna have lots of options as always to stay exactly where you are. Low lunge or high lunge. Float your crow, don't float your crow. Try side crow, don't try side crow. Notice if it's because of your limiting thoughts or because you're simply acknowledging what your body is telling you it needs and what its capabilities are in this moment today. So play with that compassionately, with curiosity, maybe a little lighthearted sarcasm. We will start to add regular crow in to build the ability to float. Utilize it or don't. Inhale, reach up. Keep ribs and low belly in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, find your half lift. Option for a squat for crow or for crow. Find your crow or your malasana squat. Land your right foot. No matter what's happening, send your left foot back. High or low lunge, inhale, right fingertips high. As you exhale, stack shoulders on hips, float on up, press left shoulder blade forward. Bring palms to meet at heart center. Go ahead and slide that elbow down. Let the arms fly long, left fingertips down, right fingertips to sky. Oh, I totally missed a whole part in our little flow. So from here, bring your palms to meet at heart center. Let's go ahead and find that shrimp squat. Exhale, tap left knee to right shin, and then lower that shin down. Find a nice twist. Float your twist here. And go ahead and release. Tuck back toes, lift back knees, step on back, high lunge. Inhale, unwind. Plant palms, step back to plank. 3 push-ups here, or just lower slowly to your bellies. Low cobra pose. Ba-deep, ba-deep, ba-deep. Plant your palms, plant the tops of the feet. Inhale, stretch heart forward. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, lift up, we meet in down dog. Exhale. Inhale your gaze forward to your left thumb, left leg high. Exhale, left leg forward, left foot lands. Left fingertips reach up, right fingertips down. Exhale, draw belly back, float shoulders up. Press right shoulder blade forward, take an inhale to find it. Bring palms to meet at heart center. Slide that right elbow outside of left knee. Fly the arms. Bring your palms to meet at heart center. Gaze down. Exhale, shrimp squat. Tap right knee to left calf. Hug it in. Woo. Land right shin and knee behind left heel. Fly the arms yet again. Bring your palms to meet at heart center. Float your twist. Tuck back toes. Lift back knee. Floating twisted chair. And because we missed it on the first side, let's inhale, stay low through center. Palms are staying at heart center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, chair pose, reach up. Stand up, exhale, palms come to heart center. Release your hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Okay, toe heel your feet together. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Let's start playing with this twisted crow or side crow positioning of our body. Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips. Sweep the arms forward and up. Hug your knees and inner thighs in. Even magnetize the base of your big toes in towards one another, just like we do in crow. It's just going to be doing it on a different plane, right? This idea of keeping hips stacked, keeping hips on the same playing field, right? Bring palms to meet at heart center. Exhale, twist to the left. Draw low left belly back. Press right shoulder blade forward. Float the twist to start. Gaze at your knees. Make sure right knee is staying in place. And then land that elbow. Reach right fingertips down. Left fingertips to sky. Sink your hips a little bit more. Gaze at your mat. Sink your hips low and come up onto the balls of the feet. You're in sort of like a little bit of a squat. Now, plant right hand at upper left corner of the mat. Left hand will go about shoulder width distance out to the side. You can play with the positioning of the hands to make it a little more accessible for you. Maybe left hand plants back a little bit. Gaze at your hands, root down through the L space of thumb and forefinger. Now, as we float, or maybe think about floating, I want you to gaze forward, reach your heart forward, zip up the low belly, and spread shoulder blades wide, okay? So if we're gazing down, our center of gravity and our sort of visual capabilities with gravity are going to send us straight down. So gaze forward so that you float out and over the floor instead of down into the floor, okay? Now, keep all of that. Hug your knees up and in towards your body. Shift forward, chaturanga. Maybe you stay here and then come on back. Inhale, shift forward. Squeeze knees up onto that upper right arm. Maybe float feet. Exhale and come on back. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, shift forward, lean forward. Exhale, maybe float. And release. Go ahead and come back into your twisted chair. Land heels, sit up a bit, gaze down. Pick up right foot, go ahead and step it back. Twisted high lunge. Fly the arms. Inhale, stack shoulders on hips, float up. Sweep back arm forward and up, high lunge. Exhale, plant palm, step back, down dog. Gaze forward, inhale, right heel high. Step right foot forward. Inhale, right fingertips high and stack shoulders on hips. Bring palms to meet at heart center. Slide that left elbow on down. Gaze forward at the top of your mat. Step left foot to meet right at the top of the mat. Twisted chair. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. I'm gonna shimmy over to the left side of my mat to make a little room for myself. Go ahead and fly the arms. And sink hips down as you come up to this sort of toe stand. Actually, I'm just gonna move back entirely to make a little room for myself. So again, squeezing inner thighs together, magnetizing big toes towards one another. Plant left hand facing the front of the mat. I'm a little cockeyed right now, so do as I say, not as I do. Plant your right hand about shoulder width distance where it makes sense. Root down through L space of thumb and forefinger. Start to feel the knees hugging up and into the left outer arm and armpit. As you shift your shoulders, your gaze, your heart forward, bend, chaturanga, and come back. Inhale, gaze forward, shift forward, draw belly in, maybe float, and come back. Last time, inhale, shift forward, gaze forward, maybe find a little float forward, and release. Meet me in twisted chair facing the right side of your mat. Inhale, unwind chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Stand up, reach up, and look up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Let's move through that again, shall we? Because why not? Whew. Wow. I don't know about you, but I'm sweaty. Let's do this from a different view, also so I'm not doing it just into my wall. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. I'm standing at the back of my mat, but don't think too much about it. Stay wherever you're at and would like to be. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead, low ribs, stay in. Exhale, chair pose. Bring your palms to meet at heart center. Twist to the right, float left elbow to start. As you exhale, or with your next exhale, land left elbow outside of right knee. Fly the arms to start. Now, come up onto that twisted toe stand, balls of the feet landed, hips lift, or hips sink, heels lift rather. Now plant left hand and right, gaze forward. Play with your side crow, wherever you're at. Go ahead and meet in a twisted chair. Gaze down at the mat, float the left foot, shrimp squat, and land the left shin. We're back here. Fly the arms, left fingertips down, right fingertips high. Stay, float the left knee up, left foot up, step back. Twisted high lunge with arms flying. Inhale, stand up. Stack shoulders on hips. Use your exhale to find it. Sweep your right arm forward and up, high lunge. Exhale, plant palms, step back, down dog. Gaze forward on the inhale, lift left heel high. Exhale, step left foot forward. Left hand reaches up high. Whew. Stack shoulders on hips. Exhale to find it. Bring palms to meet at heart center. Slide right elbow outside of left knee. And fly the arms. Right fingertips reach down. Left fingertips reach up. Now as we reverse this, gaze down at the top of your mat. You're going to shrimp squat and land the right knee behind the line of the left ankle. So inhale here, lean forward. Exhale, move slowly. Tap right knee to left calf and land. Stay in that nice wide open twist. Bring palms to meet at heart center. Gaze down. Float your twist. We meet in twisted chair, right foot steps forward. Land that right elbow again outside of left knee. I'm going to turn slightly to make room for myself. Fly the arms. Sink down into that toe stand. Hugging that right upper arm outside of your left knee. Plant the palms. Be mindful of the weight in the hands as always. Be mindful of your heart reaching forward, back and sides of the neck long. Knees hugging up and into that outer right armpit. Shift forward, lean forward, float the feet. And go ahead and release. We meet in twisted chair. And float it. Exhale. Inhale, chair pose. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Forward, melt. Forward, let it go. You can toe heel the feet about hip width distance. Maybe outer hip width distance, and find a bit of a ragdoll. Bend the knees generously. Soften your ribs onto your thighs, but keep actively lifting belly up and into the back of the body. You might grab opposite elbows. And take a moment here and take stock of your thoughts in this process. Were they limiting? When did those limiting thoughts arise, if they did in fact arise? Within the unknown, within challenge. Was it an old story that continues to cycle? Go ahead and release your fingertips to the mat. Toe heel your feet slightly wide, Malasana squat. Heels can rock in, toes can edge out slightly. Stretch the low back down towards the space between your heels as you wrap your sit bones underneath you, zipping up the low belly, stretching heart up, 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 through the chin, through the crown of the head. Stay, or pick up your left hand, reach it in front of and outside of the shin and left side of the mat as you reach right fingertips high. More of an open twist here. Bring your palms back to heart center. Inhale. And right fingertips out to the right. Exhale, left fingertips high. And slowly come back through center. Oh man, make your way to a seat. Glory be, glory be. Let your legs go long. Shake out those knees. All right. Agni Stambhasana. So, fire log pose or double pigeon or whatever you want to call it, but a nice big hip opener. Take your left shin bone and stack it parallel to the front of the mat. Now, if you notice as you move along that knees and ankles and everything's floating, if you have a blanket or blocks or anything handy, use those to pad the empty spaces, right? So that you have support while you open. Okay. All right, left shin bone forward and parallel. Stack right shin directly on top of the left. So right ankle on top of the left knee, and my left knee is landing sort of on the inner arch of my right foot. Now here you can see that I'm floating a little bit, but as I move into this, usually I'm open enough to soften down. Gaze down at the base of your big toes, these big toe mounds. Put your fingers onto your big toes, your peace fingers, and then press your big toes back into the peace fingers so they reach away from each other. Place your fingertips on your shins or your palms on your shins. Inhale, lift up nice and tall, lengthen up nice and tall. As you exhale, draw your belly back, sit bones stay rooted and curling under, low back is reaching down as you walk forward with a long spine, maybe lower to forearms. Maybe if you're on forearms, you gently hug your upper arms into your shins and press your shins out into your upper arms. It's the same idea as driving our shin bones down when we are in pigeon pose that I cue a lot. And I like to play here with stretching my ears to either side, to my shoulders, of releasing the neck. Maybe yawn, your jaw open and closed. Stick your tongue out, make weird faces. Slowly switch, walk the hands back, sit up, come out of this slowly, especially if you've got super tight hips, even if you don't. Move in and out of things slowly and mindfully. I forgot to mention on the first side that if you cannot at all stack shins, you can just come into a general cross-legged seated position and then fold forward from there. That might be where your hips are at. Apologies for the omission on the first side. Now go ahead and come into your stacked or crossed position. Make sure that your ankles and knees are actually stacked, right? We don't want way back in sort of like a lotus position. Stacked, 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 as much as is possible. Go ahead and rock side to side. Make sure that you're on those sit bones, that they stay firmly grounded. You're gently stretching the low back down as you draw the low belly in, press out through the big toe mounds. And with your next exhale, walk hands forward, long, 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 long spine. Maybe upper arm bones and shins gently press into one another again. Ooh, my floor is dusty. I mean, I live in a dusty place. My studio in Baja is very dusty, but wow. Well, that tells you something about me needing to clean. If it feels appropriate, sorry for that little aside, if it feels good or you notice that you're clenching in your jaw at all, yawn that jaw open and close. I just had a nice crack in my jaw. Stick your tongue out wide. All right. And come out nice and gently. Reach your legs out in front of you. Give yourself a little rock, a little wiggle with the toes in and out. And slowly make your way to your backs. We've done a ton of twisting in today's class. So here I will offer Happy Baby. Of course, if you would like to find another twist get down with your bad self. I want a happy baby. As you reach for outer edges of your feet or maybe ankles or backs of thighs below the knees. As you draw down, press whatever you're holding on to back in. Feel that low back yearning for its natural curve as you do. And then you might play with this. Rocking side to side, straightening one leg as you bring opposite heel towards your groin and switch. Maybe both legs go long. And slowly release. Hug your thighs and knees in towards your chest. Wrap forearms around shins. Curl up into a tiny little ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Get smaller. Hug tighter. And slowly release into your Shavasana. Let your legs go long, shoulder blades underneath you, down the back, and then land your hands wherever you'd like. I'm going to place mine on my belly today. Yawn your jaw open and closed here. Allow the lips to softly close, but the molars to remain separated. Tongue landing softly the floor of your palate. Throat is soft, heart is soft, belly soft. And do mindfully take this time to embrace stillness. Coming back to it over and over again, not only in the body, but in the mind. And does the mind continue to fidget away from this place, wrap itself up in thoughts, stories of the day? Again, practice the noticing and the coming back to stillness. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. Inhale to fill up with air. Open your mouth. Exhale, softly sigh. Again, inhale deeply. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Inhale deeply, fill up. As you exhale, begin to move fingers and toes. Maybe rock the head from side to side, slowly moving the neck. Roll out ankles and wrists. With your next inhale, reach your arms overhead, stretch nice and long, point your toes away from your fingers, reach your fingers away from your toes. Oh, this feels so good. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your feet, roll onto your favorite side, and pause there. And take a moment here to notice the state of your heart. What is the tone, texture, and quality of your mental space of living in the experience of this mind and this body and this heart right now? And slowly press your way to a seat with the eyes closed or soft. When you find a comfortable seat, bring your palms to meet at your heart. Bow your head to your hands. We end as we began, in this gesture of gratitude, of honor and respect and acknowledgement. Not only for ourselves and one another, but maybe now more so, or especially so, for the practice. Everything that it brings to us, bringing us back to ourselves, bringing us into community, and teaching us whatever lessons that we need to learn about this version of ourselves today. May we continue to notice and acknowledge any thoughts, limiting or otherwise, that arise throughout our day, and just be aware. I bow to you deeply in gratitude, in honor, and admiration. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time.